At this point, you've done our lacrosse ball or our Theracane videos for the shoulder, and now legend Tim Sawyer, physical therapist, is going to take us through the shoulder stretches. Go for it, Tim.
Hey guys, let's get into the Subscapularis. Adam, let's have you lie down on your stomach.
Follow along, people.
Subscapularis is an internal rotator, so we need to externally rotate. So he's going to get at 90 degrees here, and we want to externally rotate. So we want to push up with this right arm, and we want to really lengthen there. And you should feel that shoulder stretch all through here, down into there. How does that feel, Adam?
You know, I feel it more when I pull my shoulder down, which is great. I'm feeling it deep in the shoulder. It's wonderful. It doesn't feel like it's hurting it in any way, just a nice stretch.
And remember, just as you learned on the trigger point video, breathing is really important. So breathe in through the nose, out through the lips. Stretches can benefit you anywhere from 30 to 60 seconds. And I think for this video, 30-second stretch is perfectly fine for the shoulder stretches, which is about 3 slow, deep breaths, sometimes longer. And then you just release slowly back down.
Oh, I want to stay. Okay, I'll let it go.
And then the pec minor is a similar position. The pec minor does not insert to the shoulder, so we really want to just raise this shoulder blade up. So we want to rotate it down. And do you feel that in the front of the chest there? So it's a perfect position. As you see this from the back, you may have to run through this video a couple times to get it, but that's the whole idea, so that you have this demonstration there. As you feel that stretch in the front, take some nice deep breaths.
Counteracting some of that laptop time.
Right. We want to pull those shoulders back. These get tight when we're on the phone, when we're on the computer, when we're using our phone for Twittering and Instagramming, which we all do. And we just need to lengthen these things and slowly release. And now you can sit up, Spinatus stretch. Now this next stretch, the infraspinatus, is here. We want to put the arm down. Use this hand to pull across. Look down towards the direction. And then we want to pull. Give it a pull. And sometimes you could just roll back on that shoulder. Do you feel that, Adam?
Oh, yeah. Getting the rhomboids, too, at the same time.
Yes, you can get a little bit of the rhomboids.
2 for 1.
This is the lower part of the infraspinatus. Hold that for 30 seconds. Nice deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the lips. Let's just do that 3 times. Pull a little more. In through the nose, out through the lips. If at any time you're doing a stretch, if it causes pain, then you need to back off. Then the second part of the infraspinatus, you pull back and you want to push your arm. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me in this position. You pull the arm in this position. The thing that's unique about this stretch is that it not only gets the upper part of infraspinatus, it gets the upper trap, and it gets the deltoid.
Should I bring the head over?
So if you turn the head slightly, you could tilt it in different directions, you'll feel that nice stretch all down through there and across the back. How does that feel?
It feels like it's going to be great for my neck and my shoulder.
Yep, so you're going to get upper trap, breathe through it, through the deltoid, the upper infraspinatus, and it even stretches the supraspinatus. Gently breathe. One more breath.
This is just love for the shoulders right here.
That's right. And then just slowly release. And take a deep breath. You could pause just a minute in between each stretch. The next one's the Teres minor. Teres minor, you want the arm up in front of the forehead. And then you could slowly tilt. You want to lift that shoulder up. Really lift, like you're going to lift that all the way into the ceiling. You're going to feel the stretch down through here. Do you feel that? Great. Give a little pull, nice and slow. Beautiful stretch for the Teres minor.
I feel like I can breathe into it a little bit.
Great.
Teres minor, it's that external rotator. I can't believe how it has to compete with the subscapularis, that serious internal rotator, subscap often wins.
That's right. And this will just open up that whole side of the body. Beautiful. Excellent. And then the next one is the scalene. The scalene, there's 3 scalenes. So let's get into the position. You want to put this arm behind the body. I'll just show here, right behind the body. And then the key with the scalene is that you want to stretch the chin out and tilt. And that's stretching one part of the scalene. Do you feel that through here?
Nicely.
Beautiful. Hold that stretch.
Feels like when we're done, my shoulders are just going to fall back into my back pockets.
And even though you may have shoulder pain on one side, you might want to just do these on both sides to keep your system balanced. And then as you tilt back up to center, then you tilt the head, chin the opposite way and tilt down, and you'll feel another angle of that scalene. How does that feel?
Good.
You'll also get a little bit of the upper trapezius as well.
Sometimes you might feel a little bit going down the arm. Is that right?
Yep.
Is that okay to continue to stretch if that's the case?
If you feel some increased pain, you might want to back off a little bit on any of the stretches. Like in the trigger point video, we talked about greeting the pain. Same thing goes for stretches. Go to the gentlest part of the stretch. If it's too much, you back off a little bit. Because as you do these stretches more and more, they get easier and easier. Then as you back up to neutral, head straight up, the next stretch now is the rhomboid. And the rhomboid is right in between the shoulder blades. So you could stretch the rhomboid similar to infraspinatus, but it's more straight across and partly posterior deltoid. So you can stretch this way. Always look towards where you're stretching. You can stretch one side of the rhomboids.
Are you actively contracting your shoulders?
Yeah, just roll that shoulder down and in. And you could roll down, you could roll straight across, or you could roll upwards a little bit to get all parts of that rhomboid. And you're also getting part of that deltoid in the same stretch. Beautiful. Always remembering to breathe. In through the nose, out through the lips gently. Excellent. And as you back off slowly, another stretch for the rhomboids is also a stretch for the middle trapezius. We call it the prayer position. The key thing is try to get your elbows together if you can. Drop your head down and lower down. And you'll feel a beautiful stretch back here through the rhomboids and up through the neck on both sides of the rhomboids.
Great for people with a flat back.
Absolutely. Help to improve that curve of the back. If you come back into this position, one extra stretch on the way back, bring your arms straight back and tuck those elbows down. And this also gives you another beautiful stretch of the pecs and the anterior deltoid. And just breathe slowly through it.
Oh, active stretch.
Yes. And then back to the middle. And one last stretch that we included with the rhomboids is this posterior deltoid. And really come across and stretch. If patients have impingement here, if it hurts to do this stretch, then you need to avoid this stretch. Or just back it off a little bit, because it's a great stretch for the rhomboids and part of this posterior deltoid here. Beautiful stretch.
I find sort of sending the elbow that way can help with the people with impingement.
Up and out. Just remember, if any of the stretches hurt, you want to back off to where they don't hurt. And always remember to review the trigger point videos before you do the stretches. It's a great sequence to get you to the next level. The whole purpose of the stretching is to help deactivate the trigger points. Trigger point release deactivates trigger points, stretches, take it to the next level of deactivation. Looking good.
Tim, you're a miracle worker. Thank you so much. Thanks for taking care of your shoulders. Remember, self-care is high quality, hands-on healthcare, and you're doing it.